YouTubers. How's it going this morning? I just kind of wanted to touch base with you guys. I know the other day I done a video on Snap-on tools and borrowing them and things, and I'd like to go into that a little deeper about the haters that are out there. I know several people that I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's jealousy, if it's, whether or not they just don't understand. And I've got buddies that have Mac tools and different things, and there's different tool companies out there, but I like to stay with the American made stuff. And I don't know, it just seems like there's a lot of people out there that just have a real hatred for Snap-on, and I know they're the top dog, and there's a lot of people that can't afford the Snap-on tools and things, but I don't understand why there's so many haters, that if you have Snap-on tools or whatever, you always have somebody with an attitude that says, oh well, that it's not worth it, they're overpriced, it's just one of them deals. And I've had Harbor Freight tools. You guys have seen me order Tekton tools, and there's nothing wrong with them. There's certain tools that are, you could buy the cheaper stuff, but you get what you pay for. And that's what I'm trying to say here today is I've had every tool imaginable, and I've used Snap-on the most, and when I tear it up or break it, which that's very seldom, I get it replaced. I'm one of the world's worst that I'm tough on tools, and I feel you get what you pay for, and you buy a cheapie, you're going to have two or three. And that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Sometimes it's not always the cheaper route to go. There's a lot of times that I'm glad I bought the Snap-on tools, because it turned out that the Snap-ons outlasted two or three of the other ones that I've bought. And that's what's hard with me, because I've got a shop here, and sometimes I do turn wrenches at the house, and it aggravates me. The ones at the house that I have are the older tools. Some of them are the cheaper stuff, and some of the stuff that I started out with, and there's nothing wrong with them guys. But I'd rather use my Snap-on tools. One, I like it that they're in order. I've got a lot of Craftsman at the house, and one day maybe we'll do a toolbox tour of the stuff I have at the house and things. But I just can't get over the people that and I've had guys tell me, well, for what you paid for your box, I could have had a ton of tools for what you paid for that box. I don't really feel I have a whole lot in it. Hopefully I will, the YouTube channel and stuff will help me pay for that. But right now the business is paying for it. And, I just like the Snap-on stuff. I've not gone wrong on it. I like the new top that I got for my box. It is just, I like the texture of the top of the box. I can't wait till the hutch gets here. I've got some cool stuff that I've got, some ideas that I want to do to the hutch, and maybe some of you guys out there will like how I do it. It's just overall. Hold on a second, guys. I'm filling my tank, and it's making some noise. Hold on one second. Sorry about that, guys. It's just one of them things that I have so many people tell me that Snap-on are overpriced tools and what have you, and They're not really that pricey, in my opinion. You get what you pay for. Overall, it's just one of them deals that if you don't spend the money on your tools and things later on down the road, you're going to end up buying identical tools. And that's what I've learned. You might as well pay the good money for the tool that you're going to have forever. I have bought doubles on a lot of things, and that's the whole key. I think, if I'd have just stuck with buying Snap-on over the years, where would I have been? I'd have had a nice tool collection. And I'm thinking about selling some of my older tools, put them on eBay or whatever. I've got a lot of the older Craftsman stuff. And, there's some tools there that's, not worth a whole lot because I bought a cheaper tool. But, I really think if you spend the money on your Snap-on tools and that, you'll have them forever and you can hand them down. And, I've seen guys that have sold their tools and get their money back on the Snap-on tools. And I've seen other guys that had just regular, basic, what I call over-the-counter type tools, and they not get maybe 50 cents or $1 out of the tools because, nobody wants to buy them. But I don't know how many people there is. You take a wrench from over the counter and you take a Snap-on and you put them on at a yard sale, and I guarantee the Snap-on tool will sell faster than the other one, and you probably will get more money out of it. I've seen instances where people that have went out and purchased Snap-on or Mac or whatever, and they get hard up for money. They can take it to a pawn shop or whatever, and they'll get a decent price. You take Sears, Lowe's, whatever, you're not going to get a whole lot of money out of it. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. Your tools are an investment. You can always sell them. You may not get top dollar for them, but you'll get more than what you paid, what you'd get out of a Craftsman or Lowe's or Home Depot tool. That's just it. Overall, I think that, a lot of mechanics realize that. A lot of your, especially your auto mechanics that turn wrenches. I have a friend that turn wrenches, and he got into a situation where his wife decided that she was going to try to sell off his tools. They were going through a divorce, and she thought she was going to pull a fast one, and he had left the home, and she sold all of his tools. Well, they ended up going to court, and being that it was his livelihood and that, she had to come up with all the money that she sold the tools for, plus the money that he lost. He had all the readout, all the stuff from his Snap-on guy, and luckily the Snap-on guy worked with him, and there was 3 or 4 years worth of tools that he'd bought, and luckily they had the readouts, and she had to make every dime of that back. If that would have been any other tool or whatever, like he said, would he have been out? How would he have proved it? And that was one thing that he said, that he was glad that, he'd made, he'd been buying tools for 10, 15 years, and it was just one of them things that she was being spiteful and hateful, and she thought she was going to get the best of the deal, and she didn't. It didn't work out to her advantage, and luckily he had a judge that went on his side. He said he'd never seen that. But I'm just telling you that the Snap-on tools, in my opinion, if you're going to turn wrenches and that, you'll have them forever, guys. I don't care about the haters out there, and I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of haters or somebody that's going to be smart and say, you know, well, my Harbor Freight or my other tool, and I'm not trying to knock your tools, guys. I'm just telling you, I feel the Snap-on tools is the way to go. I like the Snap-on tools. You know, I've got a few Mac tools, but the Snap-on tools, in my opinion, are the better tools, and you can, I don't know, it just seems like there are so many haters out there, and I've worked with guys that, you know, well, you're just paying for the name. Well, I'm not only paying for the name, but I'm paying for a quality product, a quality tool. You know, yeah, a Home Depot or a Lowe's tool will do just as good, and it'll take a fastener off, but I have never broke a socket that was Snap-on. I have broke Craftsman, I have broke the Lowe's brand, I think it's Cobalt. I've cracked them. I've busted them. You know, I've busted my knuckles because it slipped. I've never had a Snap-on tool slip on me. And I guess that's just one of the things I wanted to say this morning, kind of finish off what I started the other day. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and I want to thank everybody that's subscribing to my channel. I would like to get a 1,000 this month. That's my goal. I'm shooting for 1,000 subscribers. Right now I'm only at almost, I think right at 300 subscribers. It may be less than that. I need to look again, but my goal is, you know, I was going to say 500, but I'm going to shoot a little bit higher. I would like to get 1,000 subscribers, and I'm going to come up with some different content. I like the way Junkie's doing some of his stuff, and I've got some ideas, you know, especially when my hutch gets here. And I don't know if you guys would be interested in me showing you the hydro dipping part. I noticed I put a couple videos out there and I didn't get that much. We may do a video or two of me taking I deal with a lot of Dodge Challengers and Chargers. I'm a Dodge guy. I'm also a Chevrolet guy. I've always been Chevrolet. And I've got a 72 Camaro that I'm restoring. I thought about doing it, going through the whole process and everything, and maybe once I get it done, you know, going through the process of selling it and things. I don't want to sell the car, but it's just one of them things. I'd like to use the money to put back into the business, and, you know, I'll sacrifice a little bit. My goal is to be I would like to be a well-known shop in the area, and that's my main goal. Is I want to be well-known shop to where, you know, people bring their cars and things for the lighting and the window tint and stuff like that. So, you know, I want to do different deals there, and how we work, you know, do some of the cars. Right now I've got a couple guys that I can't, you know, they're gracious enough. One's retired, and another gentleman does a lot of the lighting, and we just, you know, kind of work together there. And he has his own business, and I'd like to see to where we could, you know, maybe help him out and do a video on the lighting part and what the process is there. You know, I know a lot of people like to work on their cars themselves and turn wrenches themselves, and I'm that way. You know, I don't really care to have a whole lot of people touch my show car, but that's just, you know, one of them deals. And you know, I'm kind of rambling again this morning. I just wanted to kind of touch base, see what you guys thought, and I wanted to finish up the Snap-on video. I don't know if I was just talking in the wind or what, but I just kind of wanted to do a video this morning, and we will see you around. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and we will see you tomorrow or Thursday. And have a great day, and God bless.